And everybody, exercise physiologist, Shari Sipka.
Hi. Okay, so I was trying to think about what to address today because we've kind of had some different things. I know you guys did a lot of yoga and core workouts, and I know I did a lot of strength stuff and I did foam rolling. So especially because this is the last kind of Wednesday strengthening thing, and then you guys are going to move into hopefully some track workouts and things like that. So what I did was, you guys will need foam rollers. So if you have your foam roller, go ahead and grab that right now. I mean, if you don't have a foam roller, you can use a rolling pin or something. Good, foam roller, awesome. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, when I was working with athletes a lot and we would do warm-ups, their warm-up to start was always go on a foam roller. So at a lot of rehab clinics, they would say, go get on the bike, just go get on the bike. But I never felt that that really warmed somebody up all that well. So I always told my athletes to go on a foam roller. So I'm gonna kind of do the warm-up that I would have them do prior to like a rehab or workout session. Then we'll do a standing kind of movement warm out, something I would do similar to if I was at a track night, but we'll do it in place. We'll do a little bit of just stretching out like yoga poses on the mat. And then I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exercises, 8 exercises we're going to go through, kind of incorporating core, arms, legs, just to round it out. So sound good? Awesome. All right. So we're going to start with our foam rollers, and hopefully you guys can see me. I'm going to go sideways view so you can hopefully see me. We're going to start sitting on our butts, and hopefully you guys did take the initial foam rolling thing I had earlier. So I'm going to probably not go as in depth as far as body movements. So first thing is, I always tell my athletes, we're going to just sit on it. I want you to go ahead and roll out your glutes a little bit. And if you can, just try to squeeze your core. You want to use these muscles down here to help you move. If you need to put your hands down, you can. It's just going to give you more body weight on top if you take your hands away. So we usually start with just kind of getting used to the roller, getting our bearings, everything like that. Roll out our butts a little bit. And then I have them work their way down the spine. So slowly, try not to hurt yourself. We're going to roll down about the lumbar spine and go back and forth, a little bit of side to side. Oh, sprinkles, squishy. A little bit of side to side. You should feel there are sets of muscles that go right down your spine. So as you go from side to side, you might feel a little bit. Slowly work yourself up a little bit further, right around underneath the shoulder blades here. Get those muscles, especially when we're working out, say, I mean, it's 7 o'clock by you, but 10 o'clock tonight. I've been at work all day, sitting in front of a computer, so everything's like super tight. You can cross your arms and then go from side to side. And then we're gonna just continue on, get those shoulder blades. If you kind of do a butterfly or an angel wings with your arms, you'll get those shoulder blades as they come through in that movement, going all the way up. You might hear some pops and cracks. Again, because when I do rehab with athletes, a lot of times, even or any exercises, we're doing full body movement, so we need our arms. Warming up that. And then my very last part of the back is I roll it right underneath my head here. So it'll be right in this area. Oh, hi, Sprinkles. So I'm right here, and I just look from side to side. Your paraspinal muscles insert right here underneath your, it's called your occiput. So if you can put these muscles right here on top of the foam roller, and then do the no, shake your head no, side to side, you can release a lot of tension in the back of those muscles. And you can spend as much time as you want here, but again, we want to move not too quickly, but you want to keep it moving because we're supposed to be getting ready for our workout. So we just did our back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do each of our legs. So I have you kind of roll onto one side. We're gonna get a little bit more of the glute med, TFL part of the glutes here. Flip one leg over. Now I'm completely perpendicular to the ground. Again, we're not spending too much time on this. We're just trying to warm up those muscles, loosen all those fibers. Sprinkles, you're in the way. I love you dearly, but you're in the way. Okay, so we've got our glute muscles on one side. Go ahead and switch to the glute muscles on the other side. And again, this is just a warm up, but you can spend as much time as you want, but I would say keep moving. Now I'm all the way perpendicular just to get those muscles, that TFL right above, right at your hip line. All right, flip over. We're gonna warm up the hamstrings a little bit. So for the hamstrings, again, if you remember my foam roll clinic, you can either have both legs just flat like this. You can stack them so that you can get a little bit more body weight. Then you just want to roll your leg kind of side to side as you go up and down, just because the muscles do wrap around that whole back portion of your leg, posterior side of your leg. So I'm just warming up all of my hamstrings. Now, if you're squeezing your core, you will feel a little bit of a core warm up. And your arms too. Squeezing everything. That's why I really like this foam roll as a warm up, because it really works the whole body. Go ahead and switch legs. And now my other dog is in here. What is it, Phoenix? So again, I'm rolling back and forth. I've got all my body weight on one leg, but again, you can do them both at the same time. Hopefully you're starting to sweat a little bit. Just warming up those hammies. Again, if you sit all day and then you're gonna go work out after work, this is a good way to loosen up everything. I should really listen to myself and do this. Okay, so now let's go ahead and warm up those quads. So, I'm rolling away from me. So I usually like to start at my hips and go back and forth. Obviously, you want to try to have enough room. Let me adjust a bit. You want to have enough room so you can roll all the way through. And if you remember from my foam roll clinic, if you bend your knees as you're rolling, you're going to really help with that lengthening of the quad muscles. And then roll from side to side a little bit. You can kind of see I'm rolling side to side. Since your quad muscles do surround your whole top, middle, and sides of your leg, you definitely want to roll your legs. So I'm going in and out, and in and out, so I can get the whole set of quad muscles. I feel lots of popping and clicking in there. Hopefully you guys aren't really feeling that. But again, rolling in and out, up and down, just to warm up those quad muscles. This can even just be a standalone warm up, like before a run as well. Squeeze your core if you can. You can see I'm kind of drooping mine a little bit, but squeeze your core if you can. And then slowly pick yourself back up. Last part, we just want to warm up those calves. So again, if you stack your legs back and forth, up and down, pump your foot a little bit, pump your foot, get the whole calf muscle on both sides. Oof, gosh, I haven't done this in a while. And you can do them both at the same time. If you want to take a little weight off, you can do both legs at the same time. Do as I say, not as I do. I skip my sessions all the time. All right. So if you want to go a little bit longer, you can. Maybe have some water in between. Hopefully you're starting to sweat just a little bit. So that should give you, if you think about it, a lot of places tell you, oh, get on a bike, you know, get on a elliptical or something for 10 minutes, but you can do a quick little foam roller, and the foam roll really helps with that muscle alignment way better than a bike would anyway. So you're kind of getting a double whammy of a warm up and muscle alignment. All right, I'm just gonna turn my fan on, and then we're gonna do our little in-place warm up. Okay, so again, if we were out on the track, we would be doing these on a track, but working on some alignment. You want to keep your core nice and tight. You can move your arms back and forth, but all the movement should come from your hips. So we're going to just do some high knees. When you see me do high knees, I'm not doing this. Okay, you're coming all the way up to that 90 degrees. Again, you just want to warm yourself up. Now that you've done the foam rolling, you've loosened everything up. Once you start going to exercises, it trains those muscles now to align themselves properly. So we're just gonna do some high knees. You can alternate them with some butt kicks. Whew. This is too much for 10 p.m., David. High knees. Alternate with some butt kicks. Again, trying to stand up nice and straight. Arms, shoulders should be relaxed at your side, moving back and forth. Then we'll go ahead and do just from side to sides. Okay, when I do my side to side, just make sure your knee is not going over your toes. So if I'm in this spot and I go this way for my side to side, my knee is still in line with my heel. You don't want it to come forward. So I'm just gonna go ahead again, warming up side to side. I've just foam rolled, trying to get those. And again, if you've done track workouts, you know, this is usually, I usually do this across the field is part of the warm up. My butt is back, I'm not leaning forward. We're trying to put our butt back, do from side to sides. And then finally, we want to do some arm circles. Arm circles forwards, arm circles backwards, because a lot of times if you're doing this right before a strength workout, oops, you're going to use your arms forward and backwards. Again, you can kind of rotate back, rotate forwards and backwards. Really open up those arms. Whew. Okay, I'm just gonna grab another sip of water. Obviously dehydrated. I was decorating my classroom today. All right, so now we are gonna go to our mats in our little quadruped position. Move this guy out of the way. If you need something for your knees, you can do that. So we're gonna just do a little bit of stretch, some cat cows, downward, upward dogs, and then we'll go right into our exercises. So in this position, knees, hips all in line with each other. You can curl your toes under if you want. You can have it flat. It's up to you. Make sure that your arms are in line with your shoulders. And when you're breathing, so we're going to go ahead and kind of look down and arch that back. Really try to open up. And then you're going to breathe and go the opposite direction. And then breathe. Really open up. Let your head hang, let gravity kind of open everything. And come back. Sticking that butt out just a little bit, head up. Let's do 2 more. I just really like this stretch. And up. And we'll do 1 more in each direction. And I'm still holding my core tight, even though I'm moving. And then from here, you can go ahead and push those hips back. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a downward dog. You can raise your heels up and down, alternate, just to open everything up. Keep the blood flowing. Really sit that butt back. Let that head drop down. And then make your way forward into an up dog. Really try to open the chest. Try not to sink down like this. You really want to push up. Really reach that head. Open up those shoulders. If you want, you can kind of come up off the mat a little bit more of a core workout with that. Really open up. You can switch back down into a downward dog. And then one more time into that upward dog. And then we're ready for our exercises. And yeah, we're not going to go crazy, I promise. Okay, so we're going to start in quadruped since we're already there. Okay, first one we're going to do, again, make sure that you don't want to go all the way down and you don't want to arch all the way up. Find that nice middle position. Again, if you can, put a candy bar or something up here so that you try not to knock that candy bar off. We're just going to do opposite arm, opposite leg. So I want you to put one arm out, one leg back, reaching with your hand, really pushing against the wall, making sure you don't drop that leg. Keep everything nice and parallel. So your opposite arm, opposite leg, squeezing. And then you're going to come in and touch elbow to knee, and then push back again. Really kind of lengthen everything out. Squeeze that core, come back in, touch elbow to knee, push back out. That's 2. Squeeze in, push back, that's 3. Squeeze, come in and touch, push back, that's 4. We're gonna do 1 more. Come back in, touch, and push back. That's 4. Again, watch to make sure you don't drop that hip there. Really squeeze that core and butt. Come back down. Reposition if you need to. Again, adjust. Make sure you're in the middle. Squeeze that core. We're going to do the other side. I'm reaching out, kind of trying to pull towards that wall. I'm pushing my foot back, trying to push the wall behind me. Really squeezing that core. Don't drop the hip. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Balancing here for a little bit. Breathing. Come back in and touch. Again, don't drop those hips or anything when you touch. Push all the way back out. Come back in and touch again. And push. That's 2. Really balance. Don't drop. Squeeze. That's 3. Pushing, 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 squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Elbow to knee, that's 4. And the reason we're doing these so nice and slowly is because it really gives you need to have that more control. 1 more, touch your elbow to knee, really push out. You might feel your opposite or the knee that you're kneeling on, that butt cheek might be starting to burn a little bit. And go ahead, come back in. If you need to go into a child's pose, just to kind of stretch out. the back a little bit, we can do that. When you're ready, come back up into quadruped again. We're gonna go ahead and reposition our backs. Make sure everything's nice and aligned. We're gonna do our favorite, which is our fire hydrant, so our peeing dog, as you would call it. Again, we're gonna go nice and slow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you an option to add on to it a little bit if you want to, okay? So first thing is come up, okay? So you're just opening that door. Again, try not to turn, you're just opening the door. If you want to add on, do a kick out, okay? Come back in, so it's 4 steps, and then come back down. That's 1. And then come up, kick out. If you're not gonna kick out, just hold it up, come back out, kick in, and then come back down. That's 2. The reason I want you to rest in between each one is because when you rest in between each one, I then now have to fire those muscles again to bring my leg up and push out. Okay, if you just go up and down and up and down, up and down, you're only firing those muscles once. You're not firing them multiple times. That's 3. Let's do 2 more. Come up, kick out, come back in, back down and relax. That's 4. Whew. Squeeze, kick out, come back in, and down. That's 5. You're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna turn around. You don't have to turn around. I'm just gonna turn around so you can see me. So we're gonna do this side. Again, making sure you're squeezing your core, everything's in line. So, you're gonna come up. Again, try not to rotate. We just wanna open the door. You're gonna kick out, come back in, squeeze, 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 and come back down. You should have one side is weaker than the other, so you should be able to feel this difference. Come up, at least for me, my right side's weaker. Kick out, come back in, and back down, that's 2. Come up, kick out, oh gosh, come back in, and down, that's 3. 2 more, kick up, or open the door, kick out, come back down, that's 4. We'll do 1 more. Whew. And open the door, kick out. Oops, don't drop, come back in, and down, good. I need to take a child's pose real quick. Whew. That was burning me right here, my hip flexor. Okay, how are we, good? Good, all right. Next one, we are gonna do our side planks. So these we did the last time, we're gonna be side plank. So again, you can modify. You can do, if I'm leaning on my left arm, right leg in front of left, you can just do this, okay? If you want, bend the bottom leg and just come up on here and raise this leg here. So you can modify that way. It's up to you, totally up to you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little something else to it. So if you're in this position, I want you to do 5 slow circles forward. And I want you to do 5 slow circles to the back. And then relax. And I want you to do 3 sets of those. So again, come up, squeeze everything, activate all those fibers. 5 small circles forward. 3, 4, 5, and 5 small circles to the back. Relax the leg and hip, come back down. Take a breather. 1 more time. Activate all those muscles. Squeeze your core, lift your leg up. 5 small circles forward. And 5 small circles, come on, to the back. Whew. Take a breather, switch sides. Again, I'm gonna modify and I'm gonna do the bottom leg bent. You're gonna do the same thing. Come up and squeeze everything. Lift this leg, do 5 small circles forward, 5 backwards, and slowly lower down. Relax all of those muscles. Whew, you don't want to take too much rest. I usually do about 10 seconds, 15 seconds at the most. Squeeze everything, come back up again. 5 small circles forwards. 5 small circles. Woo. To the back and drop down. And we'll do one more set. Whew. This is a lot. I didn't run through before and I'm like, oh, I'm burning. And up, squeeze all those muscles. Last ones. 5 small circles forward. And 5 small circles back. Whew. And 5. Perfect. Whew, take a breather. And good news is that we're going to go on to our backs. Don't fall asleep on me. Okay. Make sure you can see me. So when you're doing exercises on your back, again, you got to try to find the sweet spot. You should not be flat backed. Okay, we're not doing flat back. When I flat back onto the ground, my hips roll back, my hips are rolling backwards. That's not a natural curvature of the spine. You also don't want to arch too much. So now that I'm arching, you see my hips are really rolling forwards. That's too much, again, not a natural curvature. So what you're doing is you're trying to find, you should be able to still slip your hand underneath. You can get, even use a towel of some sort if you want, just to support. You're just supporting the curvature. So even just being more comfortable, you're just supporting the curvature. You don't want it to make you roll in a certain way. Okay, and then once you find that neutral position, you're just gonna tighten. So you can kind of see my whole body when I just tighten. Okay, so you're just gonna squeeze there. Once you're in that position, you have your neutral. We're gonna do opposite arm, opposite leg. So when I do opposite arm, opposite leg, my arm is being held up above the ground. My leg on the opposite side is also being held up, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna keep squeezing and you're gonna go ahead and switch. Okay, so keep squeezing. This is one of the only exercises where I'm not gonna tell you to relax in between each one. Keep squeezing that core and then just go ahead and switch, okay? If you wanna put this leg down on the ground, you can. You try to see if you can work your way up to keeping the opposite leg in a bent position. That way it's easier. So this is called the dead bug if you've never seen or never done this in an exercise class or anything. But you could think about all our Florida cockroaches over here that are kind of sitting around on their back. So that's a dead bug. And again, nice and slow. We're going nice and slow. We're not trying to go Speedy Gonzalez here. Just keep switching. I'll tell you when to stop. Again, trying to lengthen that arm to the opposite wall. Push your foot like it's gonna push that wall away. Nice and strong. Whew, should be feeling it right in here. Let's do a couple more. And I'll do one more on each side. And lower your legs, lower your arms, and relax a little bit. Good? You good? Okay. Next one, still, we're on our backs. We're gonna stay on our backs for this next one. I think we did this last time. You're gonna, again, you should be in this kind of 90-degree position. Try to make sure that your knees are are nice and parallel with your hips. You don't want them touching, okay? You can always put a towel in between your knees if that'll help with that alignment better. It will make your core work a little bit more. I use weighted balls that you can put in between your knees as well. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a bridge. So again, find that center, okay? No flat backs, no high arches of the back. Make sure you find that center and then squeeze everything. You're gonna push your heels into the ground, squeeze your booty, and push all the way up into that bridge. Again, I can see myself on the screen, so this is good because it's forcing me to make sure that I come all the way up. A lot of times we want to stop here. We say, oh yeah, I've gone high enough, but you actually really need to force just a little bit more. Again, I'm keeping my neutral spine here, pushing my heels into the ground, and I'm squeezing my booty. Okay, and I want you to hold that. And then slowly lower down. And then here's where we relax everything because we want to teach those muscles to fire again. So go ahead and squeeze everything again, push those heels down, come all the way up, really push those hips through, squeeze, come back down, and relax. Go ahead and do another 3 or 4 kind of on your own, how you see fit. Squeezing everything, pushing all the way up. Again, don't let those knees touch, don't let them come all the way out. Keep everything nice and parallel. Drive those heels into the ground. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then come back down and relax. I'm going to do about 2 more. Squeezing. Push, push, push. Really feel those glutes squeeze, that core. Come back down. Now I'm going to do 1 more. Really squeezing it. Make sure you're breathing. Keep forgetting to mention that. Breathing, breathing. Oh, gotta get that booty up 1 more. And come down and relax everything. You can bring those knees into your chest. Maybe move those ankles around and kind of roll. Maybe a little bit side to side. Just to loosen all that up. To relax a little bit. We've got 2 more exercises. We're gonna go ahead and do a tricep dip while we're down here. Okay, so again, feet, everything should be shoulder width apart. Squeezing your core, you're gonna turn your hands inward, so your fingertips should be facing your booties. And you're gonna come up into this position. Again, shoulders and wrists should be right underneath each other. Okay, squeezing your core. When you go into your dips, okay, you want your elbows to go right behind you, okay? I don't want to see them turning as you come down or turning in. You really want to be looking forward. Don't let your shoulders kind of drip with your head. Nice and strong. And you're going to squeeze everything and you're lowering down. Again, lowering by bending your elbows, not by dipping the shoulders and the neck. Squeeze everything, squeeze that core. Lower down, 2. Again, nice and slow and deliberate. Really fire those muscles. And down, 3. Down, 4. Squeezing. Down, 5. We'll do 1 more. Really squeezing. And 6. You can go ahead and shake those arms out, maybe come across your chest a little bit. Okay, last exercise will be standing up. Okay, let me move this just a little bit. Okay, so again, this is going to be more of a core exercise, but you're still going to be standing, so we're going to get some quad action in here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into a mini squat. So I'm not coming all the way down. Okay, I want you about a mini squat here. My knees and everything are still aligned and my toes are still over my heels. Okay, I am not going to be coming forward. Okay, you don't want those feet to go over your toes. Okay, so I'm going to sit in this mini squat position. Okay, I'm need to make sure I'm even. I feel like I'm leaning to one side. Okay, and what we're gonna do, okay, you're going to tap forward, tap to the side, tap back, tap forward, tap to the side, tap back, and stand up. Whew. See if you can do that 3 times through. So go into our mini squat. Tap forward, tap side, tap back, tap forward with the other leg, tap side, tap back, and stand up. Again, we don't want to lean forward. You still want that butt back, so squeeze your core, squeeze your booty. Make sure those knees are staying behind your heels. Do one more. Tap forward, tap to the side, tap back. And it's not a lunge, so you're just doing a little tap, right? You know, a couple inches in front of you, tap to the side, tap back, and stand up. Whew. So, how you feeling? So where are you guys at? Questions, comments, concerns? Obviously, after the workout, you would want to do, you would do this a couple more times through. And then of course do some sort of stretching. I think David might take you guys through some just cool down stretches for everything. Questions, make sure you're drinking water. What do we think, David? How do you guys feel?
There we go. I am unmuted. And in a second, we'll do some stretches for everybody. And if you want to unmute yourself, feel free. And we'll go from there.
Yeah. So
Sorry, thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
And unless you want to join us for some stretches, thank you again. I'm gonna, I guess, take over and lead some stretches.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions before I head out? You know.
Any
the side plank was hard.
The side plank?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all. I mean, you know, obviously you do what you're comfortable with, but trying to add in those little tiny bits of things just makes it a little bit more challenging. But you don't have to go crazy. I mean, there are these big workouts out there where they have you do all of these, like, you know, movements and jumping, and I'm like, even just those little circles, and you're like, oh, I can feel that.
Yeah, it was really good workout. Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
Good.
and of course,
Okay.
David has my contact information, so if you guys do have any questions or anything, just let me know.
Oh, absolutely. We know where Shari lives, at least online. So
Yeah.
now with that, let's everybody get back on the floor. And we're going to do our normal stretches, and then we'll call it a night in the next 15 minutes or so. So good. Let me get resituated. And I'm going to mute you guys just really quick. And I think we're good. Let's do it. You should probably see me bigger than you guys. And I think, here we go. Whoops. Good. Oh, is mine on mute? Can you hear me? Yes? Can you guys hear me? Wait a minute. Yeah? Oh, good. Okay. Here we go. Let's get on the floor and lie back with your back on the floor and bring your knee toward your chest like I'm doing now. You can put your other leg flat on the floor, or if you're a little tight, keep your knee bent. And here we go. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Same leg, same stretch. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And third set. Here we go. Same leg, same stretch. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And fourth set, here we go, begin. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And fifth set, begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last set, here we go, begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's switch legs. I'm going to switch view on this camera. And whoops. And here we go. Whoop. There we go. And the other leg, same stretch. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And second set. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And third set. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And fourth set. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last set. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put both feet on the ground. The only reason I'm keeping my head up is so I can watch you guys. But otherwise, just put your head back on the ground. That's where you want it. Put your ankle over your knee. With your opposite arm, bring your knee over to that opposite side, keeping both shoulder blades pinned to the ground the whole time. And bring your arm, the one arm out the one way, your knee the other way using your free hand. And pull that down, keeping both shoulder blades on the ground. And here we go. It's stretching out your whole side right there, hip rotator stretch. And begin. Only bring it down so far as both shoulder blades are still on the ground. You don't want to extend your shoulder and hurt your shoulder like I was just doing. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at your outstretched arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. You could bring your arm over to your outstretched knee and then back again, putting both shoulder blades pinned to the ground. And here's number 2. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch and then back again. Same stretch. And here we go, and begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other side, same stretch. Be aware if one knee goes down farther on one side than the other side, then you have an imbalance. That means one side hip is tighter than the other, and that could be affecting your knees, your ankles, your hips, all the joints. That's something you need to work on. This is a great stretch for you. Here we go. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And then back again. And second set, you may notice my knee is coming down a little further and further the more I do this. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And third and final set. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's come on back up. So you're on your back. I shouldn't say up. I should say just roll over on your back. This time cross one thigh over the other thigh. Bring that closest thigh toward your head with your opposite arm again. You can even use your free hand on the floor to support you. Bring that knee toward your opposite shoulder so you're extending that lower hip. So you're really pulling that up and over toward your opposite shoulder. And you should feel it right in here. That's right where your piriformis is. And here we go. An important stretch for runners. Begin in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the stretch. And second set, begin. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set, here we go, of this one side. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch sides, switch legs. And here we go. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Second set. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set. And begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's all roll over on your side. And just get on the ground, kind of parallel over the ground. You can stick your one arm out, put your head right on your arm. And as Shari says, don't go to sleep. And grab that ankle right around the top of the shoelaces and on your ankle, right about there, so you can pull and stretch out the top of your foot as well. And here we go. Get both legs pretty close to each other. Pull up and back. So right now my thigh, you want it to be just out of your peripheral view from when your head is straight. So here we go. Ready? Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the stretch. And second set, here we go. Same stretch, same leg. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. Third and final set, here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's roll over on the other side. Same stretch. If I can get this going here. There we go. Well, I'm sort of in the picture. Here we go. Grab your other foot. Same stretch. Keep both legs pretty close to each other. Pull up and back so your thigh is out of your peripheral view. And begin. Here we go. Good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And second set. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. And third and final set of this stretch. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's all sit up. And thanks to Robert Forrester, who I learned all of this from his physical therapy clinic in Santa Monica. But try and keep your back pretty straight. Grab your ankles, which you probably can't see, or your toes, and push down gently with your elbows on your inner thigh, your adductor muscles. And here we go. Begin. And 1, gently, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And second set, begin. And 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set, here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stick one leg out. Let me kind of change this up a bit if I can. And there we go. Whoops. Okay. And good. And one leg out, if I can. Here we go. One leg out and the other leg in. I think you can kind of see that. Here we go. And hamstring stretch, the back of your leg there. And just grab your shin or your toe, whichever you can, and feel comfortable with. Try and keep your back relatively straight. And 3 sets of 10. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And second set. Begin. And good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's switch legs. Same stretch, the other leg. And here we go. Good. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Second set. And here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set on this leg and this stretch. And begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's get on one knee. Now that we're at home, you can even use a pillow, which I think I'm going to grab for your knee. What the heck? We're not on a lawn. And I put my foot way out because you don't want your knee extended beyond a 90-degree angle like I'm doing now. That you do not want. So extend your foot out a little more. I turn my foot a little bit so I'm not on a kind of tightrope sort of. And what I want you to do, you're going to feel it right in here. Let me switch so you can see. You're going to feel it right in here, your rectus femoris, the front of your hip right there. That's where you want to feel it. And lean into that. And what I want you to do is push down with your top leg and push in with your back leg. So we're doing something called muscle release. So you're tightening the muscles, and that will cause the release of the muscles and straightening of the muscle tissue. And here we go. You guys ready? Begin. And if you're comfortable, put your hands above your head. Exactly. And begin and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, tight 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. And here we go. Second set of 3. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And third and final set, here we go, of this. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch legs. Just flip around. Good. And here we go. And begin with your arms up if you can. And begin. And 1, 2, push. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me back this up a bit. And second set. And begin. Good. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release the stretch. I'm getting sweaty just from doing this. Third and final set. Here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And let's stand up. And whoops. Well, we'll do it without seeing the top of me. Let's stand up, standing calf stretch. So your back foot is in line with your eyesight and perpendicular to your shoulders, which you can't see of me. My front foot is crossing a little bit more, just so I'm a little more stable. And here we go. And calf stretch, you just straight leg calf stretch, standing calf stretch. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release that stretch. And second set, and begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. And third and final set of this leg. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's switch legs. Same exact stretch, the other leg. And here we go. Begin. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release the stretch. And second set, begin, and good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set. And here we go. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's do one more thing with your shoulders and back. Here we go. I'm turning on a little light. It's getting dark in here. And just bring your arm across like Shari had you doing earlier. And 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Second set. Begin. Same leg. Arm. This is your arm, sorry. That is your leg. Anyway, here we go. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last one, and here we go. Begin, good, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other arm. And begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And second set, begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Third and final one, here we go. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then just your arm up behind your head. And you can use your other hand to hold on. And here we go. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And second set, and begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And third and final set, same thing. Begin, and this will be it for the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the other side, same thing. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And second set, here we go again. Begin, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last stretch of the entire evening This is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And thanks you guys so much. If we get some kind of following on Facebook, we may continue to do these workouts. We'll see. But otherwise, next week we start in with track workout, and even James, you are welcome to do walking. Just power walk it. And we're going to talk about form and all sorts of stuff for walking and running and all of that. So that's 6:30, not 7, because we'll go a little longer. We'll go till 8 like we did tonight. But we start at 6:30 with just warm-up stuff, plyometrics, and all sorts of stuff. So you guys, great work. And